What's up, YouTube? It's Nav Sultan, and just wanted to make a video kind of not really touching on much topics that I plan on talking about. Just kind of just talking about this YouTube channel and what I want to do with it, and also, just give you a little bit of background about myself. So, I'm a male, grown up in the Western world. I've traveled like 50 plus countries and, experienced a whole lot of things in life. And, whenever I talk to people, people kind of like my perspective. They like my humor. They like my delivery. They like my bluntness. And they always say things like, "Oh, you should write a book, or you should start a YouTube and all this stuff." And I tried to start this a couple years ago in Thailand. I made a few short videos, and then I kind of stopped because I felt like I was trying to talk about a lot of things that I didn't really have interest in just to make the algorithm happy. And I also just kind of hesitated with putting myself out there because, once you put yourself out there on the internet, you can't really take it back. But I'm just at a stage in my life where I just really don't give up. So I just do whatever now. I've kind of let go of a lot of things that in my mind were kind of holding me back. And as I really started to regulate my own nervous system, I felt more comfortable doing this. So that tells you something too. Now, since I have regulated my nervous system, it feels like it's very easy to do videos. When I tried to start this channel a while ago and do videos, it was a little bit kind of difficult. What am I going to talk about? What am I going to talk about? I'm trying to do a video a day for the whole year. I saw this thing, it said 30 days of consistency will change your year. 1 year of consistency will change your life. So as of now, I'm going to go 30 days making a video every single day. And then I plan on making a video every day for the whole year. I have zero expectations of this channel. Is it gonna go to 100K? I don't know. Is it gonna go to a million subscribers? I don't know. Am I gonna get? Now I'm at 24 subscribers, which is like I just started like really uploaded these long form videos yesterday. I made my first one yesterday, and I guess those ones came from the short reels I did, which were more kind of like truth, comedy based, whatever. And yeah, I'm just going to make videos and share my thoughts and see where it goes, because I really feel like ever since I really understood how important my nervous system was and I started to be more conscious regulating it with what I eat, who I hang around with, who I listen to, what I tolerate, you know what I mean? What I tolerate, especially, uh, the clarity has started to really flow into my mind. I've been getting a lot of clarity. I've been getting a lot of clarity, and I feel like a lot of things are being released. Even I teach Muay Thai, train Muay Thai for like 12, 13 years, and been doing martial arts for a long time. And even yesterday when I was teaching a class, I did a group stretch with everybody, and I could feel the splits being really easy. And I noticed it right away. Splits were always this thing that was really, really difficult for me. But as I'm doing the splits, I'm thinking, yo, I'm letting go of a lot of things internally. I'm opening up a lot of blocked energy internally, and it's causing my body to be more flexible. And it's one of these things you notice that when you do the work, the physiological kind of, how can I say, results, if you want to say, that's not really the right word, but feedback, maybe the physiological feedbacks show, because when you have trapped energy, those areas, they kind of become repressed and tight, and that affects ligaments and joints and muscles and all of that other stuff. Now let's get back to the YouTube thing. So yeah, I'm going to do a video a day and just post it. And I just want to see what happens. I really just want to see what happens. This is for me. When I first started the YouTube channel, like 2 years ago, and I started posting stuff, I'm like, yeah, I want to make like, 10K a month and this and that and this and that. I'm not even, I don't, it's, if it happens, great. If it becomes more money, great. If it gets me on a bunch of podcasts, great. I don't really care. I'm just interested in getting to, first 50 videos, because I heard when you do 50 videos, YouTube kind of figures out who to show your videos to. So I have really low expectations for the first 50. It's whatever to me, but then afterwards I'm interested to see what happens. And I know that my shooting style is going to improve. I know the way I speak is going to improve. The editing skills are going to improve. And I overall, I think that I can make this channel into something, because I have a lot of online internet marketing experience. Around 23, when I was 23, like long time ago, this is like 40 now, so it's like 17 years ago. I basically had to find a way to make money, because the thing I was doing before was too hot, if you know what I mean. And I basically took $500. I bought a laptop. I put in how to make money online one day in Google, and it took me down a rabbit hole. And I started to make money online, started traveling the world, this and that, driving convertibles. It's been up and down because online money is not consistent. So, but I know a lot about the online marketing space. You know what I mean? I know about advertising. I know about, copywriting. I know about, like funnels and all these other things that I'm not saying I'm going to utilize. I mean, I'm okay with people watching my videos, liking my videos, and wanting to talk to me one-on-one. That's something that I'm going to offer straight off the rip, because I do want to connect with you guys. I do want to know what you guys think. I'm interested. It's fun. You know what I mean? I want to know what do you think about this video? What are your problems? What do you guys need help with? I'm really here to serve. I'm really, really here to give. I just want to give and serve. No homo. I just want whatever comes to my head, I want to clear it out. Because I believe that when you have something inside of you, whether it's a message, whether it's love, whatever it is, when you release it, a thought, an idea, when you release it, you create space for more of that to come. I feel like that's how God works. God gives us a capacity to hold. And if you want to just hold and hoard and hoard and hoard information, hoard love, hoard affection, you're not going to get more. It's like you look at, a lake. The water of a lake is dirty. You know what I mean? Why? Because it hoards the water. But the river is clear because the water keeps moving. The new one keeps coming. The ocean becomes clear too, right? But when you don't let that space to flow out, you get kind of distorted and toxic kind of energy there. So my whole thing is I don't have a scarcity mindset. I'll talk about anything. I'll share anything. Something comes to my mind, I'm going to put it out there, because I know two things. I know that first, I'm going to get better at this by doing it, more practice, more reputation. And second, I'm sure that God is going to give me an even more better message because I'm acting on it. God likes people that take action and do things with his gifts. He doesn't like people that fucking just think of something and then go and put their thing in their hand or doom scroll, right? He likes to see people moving. Movement creates it. And, if you follow if you learn about any of the prophets or, Buddha or whoever these guys are, they channeled God. And a lot of people, I meet a lot of religious people, and they're so fixated on their one prophet, you know what I mean? And they don't understand that the real gift, the real alpha knowledge is that you are able to harness what those people did too. You are able to channel the word of God within you. You can pull that energy. Call it God, call it universe, call it higher intelligence, right? It is what it is. There's probably going to be atheists on here. I'm not trying to offend you guys either, but I'm just trying to say that whatever you want to call that thing, because everyone believes in that thing, we just have different names for it. You know what I mean? That's what it all comes down to. So that's kind of where I'm coming at this stuff, and I might chip things up, make shorts. I think I am going to do that stuff because it makes sense. Most people consume it. But I want the primary kind of focus to be these videos, and I'm going to play around with shooting. I would like to do live streams at some point. It's all these are all just different things I want to do. But for now, the focus is one video a day. Upload one video a day, around 10 minutes. Maybe there'll be some might even be longer, more well thought out, and just do the repetition and focus on improving 1% every day. How can I make the videos better by 1%? How can I structure things better 1%? And I'm really excited to see what happens in a year. I'm really, really, really excited to see what happens in a year because uh, I think that like the fact that this kind of has been calling me for a long time to do. It's one of these things where I have a good feeling. I'll just put it at that. I have a really good feeling about what I'm doing with this channel, and I just really. And here's another thing that I like about this thing. It forces me to be extra accountable. It forces me to hold myself more accountable to level up in all areas. Because I can't come on here and give you guys advice if I get fatter every day. I can't come and on here and give you guys advice if my nervous system is not being regulated better and better and learning more about it and sharing that with you. It really keeps you in check and keeps you accountable. And I'm really excited for kind of hearing, feedback from you guys as well. You guys can talk shit. You guys can do whatever you want. Doesn't really faze me. If you talk too much shit, if you get a little bit whatever out of line, I'll probably block you. Maybe not. I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, that's kind of it. And as for topics, I don't know what the theme of this kind of channel is going to end up being, because from what I've seen with a lot of YouTubers is that they start one thing, like they start with one topic, and then as it progresses and whatnot, they begin to kind of find their niche. And I really like talking about just getting better, and life and advice. And I don't like the word motivation as much anymore, but like just things that really just kind of like truth, like things that really you hear and it makes you say, yeah, you know what, that makes sense. I'm going to incorporate that with my life. And I like talking about, dynamics, relationship dynamics, men, women, all that kind of stuff. I don't want to get too much into politics on this channel because I feel like everything is political these days. Everybody wants to just talk about politics. And I think a lot of these influencers, they're actually being paid by these, Republican parties and Democrat parties to parrot their message because, they know running ads in a newspaper or running ads, on TV is useless these days. If you actually really want to influence people, you have to do it with people with social media following. So, I'm trying to stay away from that stuff. I'm just trying to, talk about things that actually matter and actually improve your life. It will give you a better perspective on being happy and, just kind of giving, back, knowledge and wisdom from things that I've done for myself that have helped me, and that's all it is. I'm not a registered psychologist, therapist. It's none of that stuff. Everything I talk about is going to be from my personal experience, and it's going to be things that have actually worked for me. So if one of you guys are going to be like, well, what does he know? He's not a registered therapist. Up yours, bro. You know what I mean? Like, that's fine. Don't watch. You know what I mean? So actually keep watching and hating, because at the beginning, I think I'm going to need the views. But yeah, that's just this video. I came from the gym and stuff like that. I'm going to go for workout number 2 at the dojo. And good health, good wealth. See you guys later.